So this is a video about how to send your data from Zoho to MediZues using webhooks. Why is this advantageous? Because you can automate this. You don't have to export into a spreadsheet and import into MediZues. You can set up a rule where, for example, whenever you have a contact created in Zoho, automatically sends it over to MediZues. Or every day, send all of your contacts over to MediZues. This is beautiful, right? Less work for you. So I'm going to share my screen here and walk you through it. And just so everybody knows, I am not the most Zoho savvy user. I don't use it on a daily basis, but I'm going to walk you through it step by step. So the first thing that we need to do is hop into, obviously in Zoho, and we come into our workflow rules. So automation workflow rules. And we need to create a new rule. So module, we're dealing with contacts. Rule name it whatever you want. I love MediZues. All right. And execute this workflow rule based on, could be whatever you want it to be. Depends how you have your CRM set up, how your brain works. But I'm just going to do it for simplicity. Whenever a contact is created or edited, and every time a contact is created or edited. All right, hit next. I'm just going to do it for all contacts. Again, you could filter it however you want, but we're just going to make this one simple, all contacts. And we are going to do our instant action as webhook. Now, I have a couple in here already, but you don't. So you're going to hit new webhook, name, send to MediZues, whatever you want to name it. And I'm going to come down here first. I'm going to go to body type, raw, format, JSON. I'm going to paste this. Okay. Just because I have it copied to my clipboard, but one thing at a time. Okay, so let's go back up. I'll give you all this, don't freak out. First, URL to notify, okay? Where are we gonna send this data to? Well, we're in MediZues, and we're gonna send all this data from Zoho to a folder. Now I'm gonna create the folder. I'm just gonna call it Zoho. And click on Zoho, and we're gonna get this URL, right in here. Hit copy, beautiful. Go back into Zoho, paste that bad boy right there. Come into custom parameters. So for under header, it's going to say custom parameters, add parameter. Parameter name is MediZues API key. It's going to be that for everybody watching. It has to be exactly like this. And this is noted in the documentation on MediZues.com/API. Parameter value, this is going to be your unique API key. So you come into account, come into your API key, one click, copy that thing, and paste it right there. All right, so we're going to give you this. This is also in the documentation, the written instructions. It's also going to be in the description of this YouTube video. And you just want to paste it right here. Now there's going to be a couple things that you need to modify. So what you don't want to modify is MBI and date of birth, okay? MediZues needs the MBI and date of birth labeled as MBI and date of birth when it's receiving a webhook, okay? So that's the label, so don't change this. But what you do want to change is this, is this in here, okay? So I have the MBI as Contacts.Medicare number, okay? And this is really key right here. Medicare number. Why is it Medicare number? Because in each one of my contacts, like let's just go to Simon. With Simon, for all my contacts, it's called Medicare number. So that's what I'm going to input right here. If it was MBI, right? If I had this label as MBI, or I had it as, Medicare ID or insurance, health insurance claim number, HICN, then that's what I would put right here. But me, I have it as Medicare. Medicare number. Same thing for birth date. If you call it date of birth, DOB, whatever it might be, birth date. It's got to match up exactly with what you have the custom field label as. But as long as you have that straight, you're going to be good to go. So then you hit save and associate. Oh, okay. So this is good because this might pop up for you. Okay. So it has to be the correct capitalization too. Right. So watch. That was capital N. I just made it lowercase n, and watch this. Didn't happen again. Very cool. And then hit save. Okay. So we have this one built. Yes. So I'm going to come into Simon, and what's going to happen is when I edit this Medicare number, and I'm just going to go 24242424 Okay. Remember, my workflow, the trigger is whenever I create or edit a contact, and every time I do so. So when I hit save here, that counts and it's going to trigger the workflow. Okay. When it does that, I'll show you in a second, but it's going to show up as a failure. Why? Because MediZues requires an MBI and a date of birth. And so I only have the MBI here. So that's going to show up as a failure. But when I edit this birth date to 01/15/1990, arbitrary date of birth here, just got triggered again. And now it's going to be success. I'll prove it to you. We come into workflow, okay? We go into I love MediZues, the thing that I just created. We hit view usage. It's going to say one failure, called it, and one success, called it. And if we go into MediZues, right, that success was when it has the MBI and the date of birth. Come into MediZues, dashboard, come on. Boom. There it is. Right? And then from here, we can hit fetch data and grab data, but that person's in there now. This is beautiful. All right. And this will work on an ongoing basis. So hope this explains how to get everybody from Zoho into MediZues via Webhook. And one other really important point is getting all of your data over for the first time, right? This is how to do it on an ongoing basis, but you have 100, 1,000 contacts inside Zoho. How do you get them all over to MediZues in one fell swoop? Well, what you would do is something similar or exactly like this. We're going to use a bulk action called tags, which you're probably familiar with. And we're going to add a tag to a bunch of people all at once. And what that's going to do is that is going to send all of them all at once into this workflow, and this workflow is going to send them all over to MediZues. So all you really have to do is remember, this is when a contact is added or edited. So what's the form of editing a contact? Well, adding a tag. It's a really benign way to do it. So you just do add tags. I have one set up already. It's called bulk, but you could do like, yeah, it doesn't matter what the tag is. And you're just like, I'm going to add the yay tag, and that's all of a sudden going to modify everybody. Therefore, they're all going to get sent over to this workflow. Let's check this workflow, right? They're all going to be set here, right? Whenever a contact is created or edited, we just edited all of them. It's going to send it to MediZues, view usage, and boom. So it shows 19 failures just because I actually went through this a couple times just to make sure that I did it properly before recording this video. But the reason that it shows 19 failures is because when I did this second time, MediZues automatically removes, or it doesn't accept duplicates. So that's part of the 19, but it'll work for you. You're going to have 14 successes, and everybody's going to be in that MediZues folder. Hope this helps. Hope this makes your life easier, and have a great day. See ya.